Well, hello everybody. Today is Sunday, the 21st of September. In 2 days from now, it is 48 hours from now, it is Tuesday, the 23rd of September. And then the Booker Prize, the Booker jury in London, England, will give its shortlist for the Booker Prize of 2025. Well, if I want to predict the shortlist, it is time to do this now, I guess. So the situation is that from those 13 books in the Booker dozen, I have read 2, and I'm currently reading a third one, which is the reason is basically that it's not easy to get all these books in time when you are living abroad and when your budget for buying books is very limited. You know, if you watch my channel, I don't want to buy that much books anymore. And the Booker Foundation chose once again not to send me a package with all the 13 books. So I have read two of them. I read Universality by Natasha Brown. I read Audition by Katie Kitamura. And both of these books I don't want to see on the shortlist. I didn't like really to be on a shortlist. I wouldn't say these are bad books, but they are definitely not books that I would see on a shortlist. In Natasha Brown's case, I would say that her first novel, Assembly, was a masterpiece, a great debut, and I missed it on the long list. It never made the long list, never made the shortlist. So now they probably put Brown on the long list to give her recognition for Assembly. I don't know, because Universality is okay, but it's not that great. An Audition was an experiment in more in form and kind of fiction, but with bloodless characters. I didn't like that book either. The third book I'm reading, and I'm currently reading, which I got last week from the library, actually is a one that I like very much. I have only read the first chapter. That's like 20, 25 pages, and I really like it a lot, and I hope it continues to fulfill the promise that the first chapter gave. And this is Endling by Maria Reva from Canada / Ukraine. She moved to Canada when she was a little child, I think, with her parents, and she's a Canadian author. That's why I miss her on the Giller Prize long list in Canada, actually in 2025, because Endling seems to be a great book about a woman named Yeva, who is she's a researcher in snails, and together with a guy called the conservationist somewhere else outside of Ukraine, they are taking care of snails that are threatened by extinction. And the last being of a species before its extinction is called Endling. I didn't know that before. Probably all the English speakers did know that. So I wonder what that would be in German or in Swedish. But nevertheless, let's continue. So what I did, because I haven't read all the other 10 books, I'm still waiting for a lot of them from the library. I've reserved a lot of books from the Booker long list. I looked at Goodreads and give you a very quick summary what Goodreads thinks. Goodreads is, well, it's the people's vote. It's the reader's vote. So they have listed the Booker books, the 13 books, like this. So number 13 of the Goodreads list would be One Boat by Jonathan Buckley. Number 12 would be Audition by Kita Kitamura. I agree. Number 11 would be Universality by Natasha Brown. I agree. Number 10, Misinterpretation by Lydia Joga. Number 9, The Rest of Our Lives by Ben Markovits. Number 8, The South by Tash Aw. Number 7, Love Forms by Claire Adam. Number 6, and now we will get to the shortlist, because the shortlist will be not a Booker shortlist, but it will be a usual shortlist of 6 books. And these 6 books would be Flashlight by Susan Choi, Flesh by David Shalai, The Land in Winter by Andrew Miller, Endling by Maria Reva, The Loneliness of Sonia and Sonny by Kira Desai, and the winner would be Sea Scraper by Benjamin Wood. So my shortlist would be The Rest of Our Lives by Ben Markovits, which I like the plot idea very much. I want to read this. I would love to see Love Form by Claire Adam, Flesh by David Shalai, Endling by Maria Reva, The Loneliness of Sonia and Sonny by Kieran Desai, and finally Sea Scraper by Benjamin Wood. Let's see on Tuesday how many of these books that I predict or that I would want to see on the shortlist will make the shortlist, and hopefully I will be able to read more of the shortlist soon. I mean, the library is working hard, and the readers that are in front of me in the queue, that stand in front of me, that sit in front of me, or lie in front of me in the queue, are working hard to read all these books, and then I will finally get them. And we still have some weeks to go until the Booker Prize 2025 is announced. Thanks very much for watching this video. Have a great one, and see you later. Bye-bye.